Thank you, Rogue Jedi, to always give a like in my posts. Good evening, Burlington, and good evening, America. If you are in Brazil, Argentina, USA, Mexico, Colombia, good evening and welcome. Have a good time. I think that since Friday that we don't have Cities Skylines in the channel, I wish you everybody a good transmission. Send me your question if you have about the game. Let's start, and thank you for all the support and to the new subscriptions. Let's begin with a beautiful sunrise in Burlington. I don't have idea what we can to do in the city, but with time we can see. Welcome to Burlington. Let's give a general view in Burlington. Any question, any suggestion? The chat is open. We have a new unique building here for Modern Japan DLC. It looks really like a mall closer my home on real life. And many tourists is coming. The station department store. I wanna say again thank you very much Rogue Jedi and California. For usually you always give a like in my posts on PlayStation Network. Thank you very much. We just start this month work on campus DLC. For this reason we are at the first level yet unrecognized. Thank you for watching the channel. Appreciate the another contents too. I Ah, beautiful. Memorak, welcome. How are you? Is your first time here, right? Let me open a little the camera to reuse the chat and you can see Burlington better. You are from Poland. Very welcome. It's the third time that I received someone from this beautiful country. You are very welcome. I am from Brazil and South America. You have the best soccer player in the world, um, the Lewandowski, right? If we can communicate in English, for me it's very well because it's not my native language, as is not to you. My native language is Portuguese. Yes, it's not Spanish. In Brazil, we speak Portuguese, not Spanish. And if you can understand me in English, will be a great pleasure. Um, do you would like see Burlington? Let me open a little more the camera. And if you have any question, please just send me your doubt about cities skylines, okay? Before you arrive, I was working in this area called Pur. Is a commercial district um, with buildings from modern city center. Thank you. I am pronouncing your nickname correct? Mimorek? That is correct? I hope that yes. So this district was is very beautiful at night. The lights, the style of the buildings, how you can see we are not having any big problem. Know about the traffic flow, know about death. Um, what do you mean with tech? Maybe because your name is Mimotech? Mimotech? Mimotech, correct? Okay, I will call you for Mimo Rack. If I'm saying wrong, I'm sorry. But let's go for what is really important, right? City skylines. So, my name is Igor. It's a pleasure meet you. And I'm making transmissions here. Our transmissions, we use a lot the chat. We have some spectators from Argentina, Australia, USA, and of course, Brazil, my country. We have in England too. And I hope that you enjoy. You are very welcome. It's amazing create these connections with so many countries around the world. And do you play Cities Skylines? In the same time that I wait your next message because we have a little delay in the chat, I go to the next area. Amazing. You play on PC, Xbox, or PlayStation 4? Because if you play on PlayStation 4 and you is watching this in your PS4 system, you can add me as a friend if you want, okay? On PlayStation Network. Ah, okay, you play on PC. Um, I don't know if you know, but on PlayStation 4 and Xbox, we did not have the mods that we have on PC. So Cities Skylines and the consoles is is harder because it's not possible you use mod for no deaths or another modifications. It just let the game, in my opinion, really hard and really good. So this next area, Memorac, we have a district with a German city, closer you on Poland, Berlin, and the healers, because I am very spiritualist and I have a mediumship for heal. So I did a homage to me in this place with a beautiful church and hospital. And we have the Burlington Bay here. Right now, how you can see, we are receiving many, many tourists. And if you want a tip about how you can receive more tourists in your city, just send me your question and I can talk a little about it, okay? You live in Cato Wise. This is this doesn't sound like a Poland city. Is in Poland? Okay, Cato Wise is a very original name. I live in Fortaleza. Is a is a is a city in the northeast for Brazil, and is a capital for my state in the shore. So we have a very tropical weather and beautiful beaches. So Memorac, let's um, enter in the city here so you see more details. And we can keep talking in the chat, okay? It's just for the transmission being more dynamic. We have a hub here that is for Sunset Harbor, the LC. If you wanna give a look and my another videos later, have some videos in the channel about myself, have some videos about FIFA, that is another game that I really like for football. Can I ask you, how did you find me? I always feel me curious about two things when a new spectator come. Where are you from? And you already told me Poland. Amazing. And the second is how the people is finding me. If it's a YouTube, is for a specific search, or if somebody told you about the channel. We have a cinema here. For you, the weather is bad because I imagine that in Poland is very cold, right? In the principal in the winter. In my city, we do not have snow, and we have a amazing balance about weather. So every day, every single day in the year, the maximum temperature is between 28 and 32 degrees. We have a bus station here. So, oh my God, 20 negative Celsius. I cannot imagine this. I really cannot, because actually um, these days in my city is raining a lot, and we are making 20 degrees at night. And for me, 20 degrees at night Celsius is really cold. I put pants to sleep, I turn off my fan, and for me it's really cold. I cannot imagine negative 20 Celsius. So Memorac, because I live closer the Ecuador line, So I live in a tropical place, so we never change so much the temperature. We don't feel winter, summer. The only difference is that have a time beginning the year that is more raining, like now, January, February, March. But this don't change so much the temperature, but change a little, but not so much. So we don't feel the seasons. Really, negative 45 degrees. Meu Deus. Sorry, I just expressed myself in Portuguese. I say, oh my God, in Portuguese. Mimorek, how you can see, I name all my bus lines, okay? I think that this is a good way to organization because I'm very organized. I don't know if you believe in signs, I mean zodiac. Depending the day that you're born, the month, the year, this can tell you about your personality. And look how will be beautiful at night. And my sign, my astrology sign is Virgo because I born in August, ending August. And Virgos are very organized, are very perfectionists, are very detalists. So I think that is true, and Cities Skylines is a good place to I use my creativity and organization. If you believe in this, really, you will lose the best part when it's at night. This is the Scottish district. So Mimorek, I would like to stay. I like to talk to you, but if you have to go because probably is very late to you, no. Um, I don't know what time exactly is in Poland right now. I cannot calc right now, but thank you very much to come. I hope that you come another day and we continue our conversation, okay? And if you want, subscribe the channel and we can see so you cannot lost the link and I see you next time. I will make a pause in the transmission and I'm back in soon in 5 minutes. Hello, dear. I am making this transmission for you and the time that is good to you. And you came. Have a long time that we don't have a calm and long conversation, right? I schedule all my day today for make the transmission this time and probably for the next days too, how I told you, to be better to you. And I really like make this time too. Are you okay? Great. Today I am with a very different feeling inside of me, like a sensation that have something inside of me want to tell me something and I don't know what is it. I never had this feeling. And I'm thinking a lot about it. What this feeling is trying to tell me. I don't know yet, but I hope to discover soon. I think that it's because I'm missing my mother. It's not easy be so long time. I never be so long time without see my mother. Even when I was living in the mountain, I was coming one time a month to see her and to see my bedroom, my house, my city, my friends. But now with the virus situation, I even don't remember the last time that I saw her in person. I think that November, October or November, something like this. And I live just one block away. It's unbelievable, I know. I could go just to see her um, in the gate, but um, my mother is not so good for her memory. And all the times that I arrive there, she wanna hug me, and I say, "Mother, put your mask, Mother, we cannot hug." So, and usually when I was younger, um, everything that happened in my mother's life was my fault. Ah, because Igor is the blame. And I understand because I and the son more close her, and you usually we hurt who we love more, right? So she hurt me a lot, but today I know that is because I was always beside her. So was me to receive this charge of negative feelings. Today, with maturity, I understand. Oh, Mimorek, you back. Welcome back. Alejandro, before you arrived there, I was having a conversation with Mimorek. He is from Poland. So let me introduce you guys. Um, Mimorek, um, the A is Alejandro from Argentina. And it's the first time Alejandro that he come. He plays Cities Skylines on PC, and I was showing Burlington to him. But he get out, and apparently he back. Um, so yes, Alejandro, I end with this feeling, and I confess that I'm really happy to you come because I'm making this transmission for you and to catch you. But I'm fine. I don't know how I'm feeling me today exactly, how I was explaining you. Maybe it's because I'm missing my mother, but I don't know exactly. And you, dear, you have any news? You had a good weekend? Ah, nothing new. But you are okay, this is good. Another thing that I was thinking, Alejandro, is that maybe I missing have um, a feeling that call passion is another theory that I having how I'm feeling me like this today. Because like inside the marriage you feel love, but you don't feel passion, if you can understand me. Like a feeling that you you change your heartbeat or something like this. And I am not saying that I need to feel this for a person exactly, but can be for something. I don't know because um, when I was younger, my feelings was so intense. I always was feeling passion for someone and always broke in my heart. And today everything is so calm. Maybe I'm feeling this a little strange. I don't know. Um, just for finish this issue, I was thinking this about my mother, about passion, because sometimes when um, something happened between me and Joe, even small, like something very small, because we never fight, we have a relationship with very balance. And this is really important to me. This is great. Like we never fight, we never unrespect the other. we never did something like unrespectful, like usually the most couples in Brazil that I see. But when you have a little thing, so maybe that is why I was thinking about my mother, because he is the only person around me. And this is why the channel is being so important to me. Like I have my friends, yes, I can call for my friends in my city. I like to do this, but I don't like, for example, call to my friends say, this happened inside my marriage. No, I think that this is very negative. I doesn't like make this, like talk a bad thing about someone that you love. I'm really against this. I think that doesn't help. But sometimes when you feel a little with someone, you want more people around you, understand? And we have just each other. We, and maybe for this I'm missing my mother. If I had opportunity to see my mother now in person and stay lay down in her bed and hey mother, how are you? How was your day? And just hear the same things that I know that she would tell me. Hi my son, I ain't good, but I'm feeling me lonely or blah blah blah. Always is the same thing, but all the times I hear the same things with patience, giving the same advices to her. But I think that just this would me balance again, understand? Even for me, Asperger and a numerology one, when you are numerology one, when you have the energy one that I have, you are a natural leader. This is great. You are self-sufficient. This is great for me too. Like I need less peoples around me because I complete myself for myself better than the other energies, the other peoples with other energies. One day I wanna make you numerology, dear, so I know. I know what your number, but even me in some situations I need people, understand? I need people around me. I need more people around me. So, so thank you for came today because I think that I was needing talk to you, needing see you somehow. And apparently I needing vent, right? But this is how I feel in me today. Thank you for hearing me, Alejandro. So, let me just adjust my microphone. Okay, numerology is a science, even before Jesus, okay? It started like in Egypt, very, very thousands and thousands and thousands years ago. Um, Let me try to explain you how began, so it's better to you understand. Imagine in Egypt, so 4,000 years ago, the we had scientists in this age. Yes, we had. We had peoples that observed the sky. We had doctors. We had peoples that observe the personality for the peoples that born very closer usually have uh, some things in common in personality. So they start study all this. And numerology is mathematic, and they just put the numbers of the different energies that we have. So I can tell you that numerology is a complement for the astrology. For example, um, Saturn is a planet that delayed 29 years to complete her orbit around the Sun. So, is the planet in our galaxy that is slower, and it have a very slower energy. And the people put this energy because all the planets influence our personality, our lives. So the energy for Saturn is the number 8. But why is number 1 or number 8? Doesn't matter the number exactly, but what it represents. So they choose that the number 1 um, no, it's exactly they choose. Everything makes sense. This is basic numerology. We have 9 different types of energies in the earth. For this reason, we have 1 till 9. 11 and 22 are another numbers, but for explain you and for give you a resume, for give you just one introduction, we have, depending the day that you born, you have an energy. I am the number 1, and this is just my basic numerology. It's like, imagine that you are in the market and you go buy a milk. So you take the box, and when you are passing the milk, you have many numbers to they scan, see what product you are buying, go to the computer, and they see the price, right? This sequence of the number identify the milk for certain company. Okay, is the same thing in one example, of course. I'm not saying that is exactly like this. In a good example, we as a human, we have a sequence of numbers that define our personality, our energy. Why people's born and is more shy? Why people's born and is more have more intelligence for the others? All these things you can analyze, and the principle about personality, about destiny, the sequence of numbers for these people, and the first thing to you analyze is the numerology for the day that you born. This is the basic. This is just the first, but is the more important. So each number you make a calc is mathematic. It's simple. You make a calc and you define, you are number 1. You have the energy 1. So what the number 1 represent is the begin. The number 1 is the begin. Then it is just 1 point. So who are number 1 is good to have ideas, is good to influence the others, is a natural leader, is usually people that don't need so much the others because it's self-sufficient. And you go for the other numbers. Number 2 is people that, for example, hate to be alone because need the other. They are number 2. They are not self-sufficient. So usually our people's more lovely, more romantic, because the number 2 is the number for the couple. And is the symbol is a line. So it starts with the number 1 is 1 more 1 equal 2 is a line. It's peoples that have a good quality to give continuity to what the number 1 began. We pass for the number 3, that is the number for the communication, is the triangle. So we have the first geometric form, the triangle, and the number 1, 2, and 3 are inside the group for intellectuality. Number 1 is active, number 2 is passive, and number 3 is neutral. Number 1 is the father, number 2 is the mother, number 3 is the son. But all then is for the group for intellectuality. So, talking about myself, I am intellectual, leader, self-sufficient. This is the quality. This is my bright side. But every number have a shadow side. What's the shadow side for the number 1? Vanity. Yes, I am a lot. And selfish. Yes, I can be very selfish in some situations. So, number 4, 5, and 6 is the group for morality. It's people that love, judge the others, or have a big fear for being judged. So, the number 4 is active, like the number 1. Number 5 is passive, like the number 2. Number 6 is neutral, like the number 3. But an other group for morality is people that love to be lawyers, judges, and always is worried about what the people is thinking about themselves, because it is then nature. So finally we have 7, 8, and 9. That is for the group for materiality, or peoples that is very materialist, but not in a bad way exactly. Number 7 is the father, 8 the mother, 9 the son. Active, passive, neutral. So we are not just one number, but the first, that is the day that you're born, is the more important. But of course that is a sequence. You can have all the 9 numbers, and for this reason nobody is equal the other. Why you think that everybody else are unique? Because it's a sequence. It's a sequence of factors that make or unique. I can meet billions and billions Virgos like me, number 1, but I still will have differences because everything interfere. The city that you born, the time that you born, your name, the first letter for your name is a sequence of many factors. And this is just basic numerology. What I am telling you is just basic. I am not being deeper. So if you wanna talk more about it in the future, and if you want that I make your, just let me know. I take my book and I read more to you. What I am telling you right now is just what I have in my mind about my studies. But of course that about your numerology, what number you are. Um, and if you want, I can tell you how you make the calc. I don't need to know your birthday. Dear, seriously, I think that I know your birthday, but I don't think this correct. I make your numerology without you know, understand? It's not it's not unfair. It's not no correct, but I never did. And don't worry, it's just the basic. It's just for you understand yourself better. It's really good you study about numerology because you see that is not your fault. It's just your energy, it's just your nature. So the numerology make you understand your nature. Understand? Do you like when I talk about it? In the end, numerology is a science, okay? So probably your numerology is neutral. I call number 3609. And there I was trying to remember um, this start, not exactly a start, but do you know Pythagoras when you study mathematics? The Pythagoras theorem. So, Pythagoras had a secret school about numerology, and he didn't um, everybody enter. So you enter in Pythagoras school, you need be chosen for him to enter, and then you receive all this type of knowledge. Pythagoras is when you are learning the triangle, the angles for the different type of triangles, 3, 4, and 5. We have seno, coseno, hypotenusa. I think that can be closer to you because I think that is Latin. These names is in Latin, so maybe it's the same to you in Argentina. But well, just for you know, he is involved about numerology, okay? So it's not so distance or reality. Alejandro, I'm hearing a new song. It called Future. Is my next song on Madame Yax's album. And can I sing a little part to you? I'm still learning the lyrics, okay? And I am not with my phone here. My phone do not have a battery. Always don't have battery, always die. And I don't know all the lyric, but I'm still learning. And if you wanna watch later on YouTube, it's just you search Madonna Future. Have a presentation with Quavo, is a American rapper, I think, but I don't have sure. On Eurovision was a presentation in 2019, 6 months before the pandemic start. I will repeat, 6 months before the pandemic start. The song is a little like this. Not everyone is coming to the future. Not everyone is learning from the past. Not everyone can come into the future. Not everyone is here gonna last. Not everyone is coming to the future. Not everyone is learning from the past. Not everyone can come into the future. Not everyone is here gonna last. Don't tell me you stop. 'cause you say it's so. Tell the sun not to shine, 'cause you say it's so. That is all what I remember right now. But when I have all the lyrics in my mind, I wanna sing again, if you accept again. Alejandro, I think that your connection fall or you get out. I think just a little part. You need hear all the song to understand better, okay? Okay, I hope that you enjoy, but as I told you, you need hear um, all the song to you understand the context. So dear, let's build this with me. If you have any question, I just stop to answer you. I love it when it's raining. Everyone has a spark. I'm beautiful will be exactly how I imagine. Just because we have the highway there and is causing this, but it's just we have patience. I stop everything for you. Yes. I up a little to receive your question. I think that this is good for my circulation. I just walk a little. This is why I love this PS4 controller, because it's without cable. Let me see. So your city, there's a lot of traffic in the entrance. Yes, in Burlington we had two. Now it's better because I am working more about these intersections, and I am making one more, how you can see, because you need a spread the entrance in your city. If you have just one, of course that you have a traffic flow because you have just one. Technically we have just one, right? But you need spread, and the way for this highway you put auto connections. Let me continue. The entrance to the city, and you don't know why there's like 3 highways going in, and idea. Let me see it again to read better your question. One moment. Okay, I will read again. Okay, finally I understood. Um, for English reason, I was not understanding. You um, you think that you have a good quantity of um, highways to enter, to the cars enter and leave your city, but you still think they have a good traffic flow. I have two suggestions to you. First, you will observe the cars like this. Let me show you. For example, here was technically the entrance for Burlington, and we have a huge traffic flow, but we are not having anymore. Why? Because I gave to the citizens another ways to enter, like this little road. Idea is raining in my city now. It's raining in my window. So we have this, we have this. I will make it more. So this is how I fix the problem, and Burlington, but it's not just it. I recommend you observe the cars entering like this. Ah, it's a tourist. Let's see the next. Imagine that is a tourist and tourist and tourist and tourist. Okay. If it... What is it? If it's tourists, my second suggestion is you start um, some hubs in your city. But if you don't have Sunset Harbor DLC to have intercity bus service, you can work. Um, the sound is because something go to the level 2 is the idea, sorry, my throat. Is not the University of Grayson, so maybe was industrial area. So my second suggestion is you have intercity bus service in your city, but if you don't have Sunset Harbor, so you can make a train station for passengers, and you set up to allow trains to another cities. So basically, if is what I imagine, if is for a tourist situation, my suggestion is you have um, another options for the people who arrive in your city with a harbor passenger and a train station passenger. And when you do this, you have sure that in these places you are having good bus lines connecting your city, good metro lines, like this hub that I will show you now. Here is a hub for train station. And I set up to allow peoples for another cities because we have another station before this, and I set up. Ah no, here we can set up too. Allow intercity trains. And when the tourists arrive here, we have a bus line, how you can see this line that is new. I would use the metro line example, but I think that the bus line will be enough. This bus line take the passengers here, and the next stop will be in another hub with another bus lines. So is what you need to do is give opportunity to your tourists have access. Okay, they are not going now, but go later. Is there another stop? Why? Because if you have just the harbor for passengers, if you have just the train station for passengers for tourists, or even an airport, but you don't connect, you don't give access to another places in your city, they will take a car, and taking a car, they will cause more traffic flow. So you can solve one problem and the entrance in your city, but you can create another one. Understand? And we was with this problem in Burlington and the harbor, and this is why I make one transmission just to talk about it. To talk how we improve our tourism, as I can show you in the statistics. Look at the year 2213, how we had a boom in the tourists, and how we had another boom now. Why? Because we have this just for public transport connections. It's not because I put a new harbor for passengers, but just because I did the connections. And of course that it helped in my traffic flow inside the city. And at the same time that I have this more than 1,000 tourists, I have, following the last statistic, the tourist tax income. I hope that I can solve your problem there, even without a share play for now. But if it doesn't solve, do not fix your problem, we can schedule a share play in the future. Yes, I was almost talking about it. I think that is being very late to you, right? Yes, dear. I'm sorry if somehow I make you be awake for so long, but I hope that you understood my suggestions, right? For maybe you fix this tomorrow. So Alejandro, thank you very much to come today. It's great to make the transmission in a good time to you again. Thank you for hearing me. Thank you for be with me. I'm feeling me a lot better right now. I was not, but now I am better. Thank you. And I wish you a good night, sweet dreams. If I can see you tomorrow, I see you tomorrow. If not, I see you when it's possible. Thank you for the conversation. And bye bye, dear. I think that just now, finally, this bus line go to the hub that I was talking about. Hi, I feel me better. Ooh, thunder. Oh my god. Ah, okay, yes. I was working in this area. Your future is bright. Just don't turn off the light. Tell the sun not to shine, 'cause you say it's so. Not everyone is coming to the future. Not everyone is learning from the past. Not everyone can come into the future. Not everyone is here gonna last. It's sad, but it's true. People's is not learning from the past. Oops. I think that like this is good. Yes. Change direction. Open your mind, open your eyes. But I confess that I imagine the entrance closer. I really don't like destroy, but it's necessary. Like this. Life is a mystery. Everyone must stand alone. I hear you call my name, and it feels like home. when you call my name. I really don't want to destroy this. Sometimes when Cities Skylines is necessary. It's like a bug, I don't know. Aye, patience. When you call my name, it's like a little prayer, and down on my knees, I wanna take you there, in the midnight hour, I can feel your power, just like a prayer. You know I take you there, I hear your voice. It's like an angel sign. I have no choice. I hear your voice. Feels like flying. Finally, Blue, thank you. I close my eyes. Oh God, I think I'm falling. Up in the sky, I close my eyes. Heaven help me. Beautiful. It's not so perfect like I was planning the curve, but I was really having problem to don't be blue because we have a highway below. Okay, I am satisfied enough. Thank you for watching. Oops. Okay, thank you everybody that watched. I'm finishing the transmission in 4 minutes. Thank you Mimo Rat for your first time here. Thank you Alejandro.